In recent years, it has been seen that the utilization of technology for agriculture has been facilitating the farmers to deal with crops and manage meadows more productively for a better result. Agriculture technology has altered the means of farming and made it additional successful, profitable, safer, and reasonable. As an outcome of accepting the technology for farming with the large-scale commercial plantations, the tiny, medium, and borderline farm producers also earn substantial advantages from the ever-evolving digital farming networks. Do you want to know about the harvesting technology that is speeding up the cultivation process? Well, for that, keep watching the video till the end. Number 5. Remote sensing technology for agriculture. Remote sensing technology for agriculture implicates numerous sensors, gadgets, tools, and networks for numerous applications. Let's see some of these. Firstly, yield monitoring sensors. It is just like the GPS sensor that we know about. Yield monitoring data is incorporated with the coordinates to establish output maps. They give the crucial crop data like crop distance, weight yield by time, or GPS area assessed and reported to be within 30 centimeters. Next is variable rate fertilizer application tools. Automatic fertilizer application equipment utilizes output maps to discern plant nature by coloration to regulate the crop intake, coarse, liquid, and gaseous fertilizer substances. They can either be manually regulated or automatically regulated utilizing an onboard computer tutored by a substantial GPS location. The weed mapping. The weed mapping equipment nowadays utilizes operator interpretation and intake to produce maps by rapidly captioning the area with a GPS receiver and data logger. The weed incidents can then coincide with fertilizer, yield, and spray maps. As optical recognition techniques enhance, the physical access will shortly be rebuilt by automated optical networks ascended to helping appliances. The variable spraying controllers. These turn herbicide spray divisions on and off and customize the quantity of the spray pertained to. Once weed areas are observed and mapped, the quantity and blend of the spray can be inferred. The topography and boundaries maps. These can be listed utilizing high-precision GPS, enabling an extremely detailed topographic indication to be given to any area. These accuracy maps are helpful when inferring yield maps and weed maps. Field barriers, prevailing highways, and wetlands can be accurately found to assist in farm planning. Salinity mapping is accomplished with a salinity meter on a sled towed in the areas implicated by salinity. It comprehends emergent questions as well as differences in salinity over the duration. The guidance systems, it can accurately view a moving carrier within 30 centimeters or less utilizing GPS. This system rebuilds traditional appliances for sprinkling or seeding. Independent vehicles are nowadays under improvement and will probably be settled into usage very soon. Number 4. Software applications. Many smartphone applications have started to integrate the Internet of Things and data aggregation. It brings up-to-date data to minor planters regarding seeding, fertilizing, weeding, and watering. The most astonishing fact is that these applications collect data from handheld detectors, remote detectors, and weather sites, creating in-depth examinations and important recommendations. Let's check out the digital applications. The first one is a disease detection and diagnosis. The second is the fertilizer calculator. The third is a soil study. The fourth is a water study. And last but not least is crop harvest readiness. Drones are also doing a major job in this sector. With drone service, planters can distinguish plant height, crop biomass, the existence of weeds, and water saturation in distinct field areas with high accuracy. They transmit decent and more detailed data with increased findings in comparison to satellites. They deliver important data even more rapidly than scouts if they are operated locally. Drones are also contemplated to be unrivaled aids in the war against insects. The incursion is prohibited by using insecticide on the dangerous regions utilizing drones, all while lessening the probability of immediate susceptibility to chemical poisoning. Even though the drone is simple to utilize and is competent in obtaining big quantities of data within brief time coverings, there are challenges when utilizing them as they don't arrive inexpensively. Drones are nearly impossible where mapping or monitoring huge regions is expected, and it is adequate to complement the technology with satellite regulations among already mapped regions, where particular zones demand cross-checking. Number 3. Hardware and support system. The Internet of Things is altering farming commerce like never before by enabling planters in various ways. Let's check it out. The Internet of Things ascertained a specialist network that propels the usage of the input collected in real time. It enables the planters to take preliminary steps to lessen the casualty induced by pests or insects and temperature differences. It ultimately improves the productivity of harvests. The detectors are deployed inside the farming region to obtain data regarding the atmosphere. The data obtained by various detectors are dispatched to a server where the specialist network is deployed, which filters the data, analyzes the evidence, and provides recommendations about the harvest to the planters. Therefore, we can say that creative farming entrenched with an IoT network could transmit more farming services founded on a specialist's mastery of knowledge. The expert network enables the planter by giving a productive harvest management network. These detectors can also survey beforehand the qualities of the soil, whether it is good for the crop or not. A common phenomenon is seen when the crops fail without any valid reason, like they are getting pest-resistant fertilizers or adequate water, but still the output is low. This is because the soil doesn't support the crop. The detectors can detect this and help the farmers to get more results. Number 2. Telemetrics, the new technology in agriculture. Telematics, the new technology in agriculture, is a method of monitoring tractors, trucks, equipment, and other assets by using GPS technology and onboard diagnostics, OBD, to plot the asset's movements on a computerized map. Telematics networks enhance productivity and all-around functional efficiency. The black box can trace fuel usage and engine accomplishment when associated with another telematics-related technology. Such emphasis facilitates corporations to search and underestimate examples of engine idling, which is the direct reason for unfair energy consumption. Some of a telemetric system's components are speed, trip recordings, GPS location, mileage, drive times, fuel usage, time on location, driver-related details, vehicle utility, etc. Promising farming technologies are shifting into the prospect by jumps and edges. They give significant assistance to planters in their effort to optimize information, facilitate plantation management, and boost productivity. Boosted results, as well as lessen maintenance expenses, assist in boosting earnings margins. This technology is significantly used on farms. Number 1. Online data. To help the planters and other agronomists in harvest output, EOSDA constructed EOS crop monitoring, an internet-based, satellite-based strategy for surveying harvests and speeding up a planter's decision-making procedure. The notable features of this are: firstly, it has a Normalized Difference Vegetation Index, NDVI, for tracing crop fitness. This index assesses the consistency of greenery in the area, which is strongly associated with active crops at distinct development phases. Higher NDVI significance means stronger vegetation, but other directories and development phases should also be assumed in a summary. Secondly, scouting is accessible as a mobile app synced with a strategy that depends on digital area maps and GPS to tutor surveys to difficult regions in the field. Maps can be utilized when the app is offline. While utilizing this app, a planter can select multiple assignments for explorers in almost a few clicks. Third, it has weather analytics, which analyzes the climate according to the data received on crop health, which is taken from satellite images. One of the promising techniques to prevent drought questions is drip irrigation with manual or automatic or valve supervision, enabling the planter to pertain the crucial quantity of water to the dry regions. The fourth and last feature is the vegetation and productivity map. This characteristic enables planters to protect cash on fertilizers and lessen the adverse effect of nitrogen on the environment. By computing the disparities in productivity and vegetation region across the area, it is feasible to use fertilizers and seeds in a differential path. This variable rate petition is more profitable correlated to the flat rate one, assuming to report the demands of various regions of the area. Maps are computed and imagined as zones, and that's why it is commonly known as zoning and can be utilized as teachings for farming machinery. There is accuracy in farming through this process. So, now you know about the 5 advanced harvesting technologies. What do you think about those? Do you think more advanced technologies will overtake these devices? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss out on our new content. Until we meet again, take care.